Hello everyone, I'm Chong Xian from UTM-FKP. The title of my final year project is Quality Assurance and Overall Production Effectiveness for Lean Practitioner and Aerospace Manufacturing, a case study, which is supervised by Professor T.S. Dr. Effendi bin Mohamad. This project is carried out in CTIM Aero Composite Sdn Bhd in Batu Berendam, Malacca, under Operational Excellence Department. CTIM is expertise in wing, nacelle, and tailpan aerostructure program. The utilization of lean manufacturing for embracing digitalization in shop floor management is the focus of CTIM. The problem statement are the difficulty in embracing digitalization in era of IR 4.0, the difficulty in achieving all the 5 levels of lean in shop floor management, and the minimum requirement is achieving at least level 3, which is meet the requirement, and the difficulty in adopting the shop floor management into aerospace industry. The objectives are to study the current workflow and process at layout production line, to analyze current quality assurance and overall production effectiveness for lean practitioner at layout production line, and to propose the improvement of quality assurance and overall production effectiveness at layout production line. The methodology used for the first objective, which is to study the current workflow and process at layout production line, are observation of current workflow and process through sight and touch, and schedule industry visit. The first 2 industry visits were planned on 20 and 29 of December 2021, and the subsequent industry visits are at least once per week after that until June of 2022. The standard of procedure are carried out before entering the CTIM facility, including the swab test, and declare the information about the members who I live with. The second objective, which is to analyze current quality assurance and overall production effectiveness for lean practitioner at layout production line, are semi-structured interview, brainstorming, and focus group discussion. The question asked during semi-structured interview between me and the supervisor and leaders of CTIM are: how many workers are entitled to operate this machine? Does the tools requisite are following quality assurance guidelines? Is there any formula for the calculation of measuring the overall production effectiveness? What is the transportation utilized to transfer the materials from the warehouse to the layout production line? What is the average time for the workers to consummate the parts of the aerospace, which are wing, nacelle, and tail? During the brainstorming station, there are many people, including myself, the leaders, the supervisor, and the head of the department of CTIM, sit in one meeting room and brainstorming together in order to get the solution as soon as possible during that stage, so as to the focus group discussion between all the staff of CTIM, myself, and supervisor. For the third objective, which is to improve quality assurance and our production effectiveness at layout production line. The methodology used are develop framework which leads to the improvement at the production line, issue cover diagram, and verify and validate the method to make sure it works properly. For the Ishikawa diagram, there are 6 elements which are raw materials, machinery or equipment, work method or process, work first, management, and environment. The raw materials have to be checked carefully in order it follow the quality needed. About the machinery, we have to make sure all the sharp edges are prohibited during this stage. And the walkway of the vehicles and human are clearly defined at every part of the production line. The worker efficiency have to at the maximum level during this stage. And the smoke-free zone and supervisor and workers relationship is really important at the management. The environment, which is really hot during the machinery operation, is also a consideration in this stage. In order to develop the framework which leads to the improvement at the production line, first, the smartphone of operational excellence department is used as a sensor at the production line. Then, sensor not free is installed in the smartphone. After that, remote read is installed in the browser of the computer after Docker Desktop is successfully installed in the computer. Then, only the workers go into the working environment and turn on the light. Then, we can know the duration of the light are turned on so as to know the total cycle time and the time available of the workers. So in the Docker Desktop, there is a need to install the Node-RED, which is running in port 1880. The result from the objective 1 is all the workers are going to attend a short meeting before the daily routine. For the second objective, the result are the quality manual are used as a procedure and a guideline for the layout production line workers to carry out the daily routine after the manual are verified by 3 forces in the CTM. About the overall production effectiveness, we compare 2 stations from process A to E. We can know that the effectiveness are decreasing from process A to B, C, D, and finally process E. For objective 3, a dashboard is shown in computer screen. When a worker comes to his workstation, he switch on the light and start his work. There, the light intensity graph start to working. The graph reaches its peak and lasts for how many hours. It depends on the number of hours the worker is at his workstation. The graph drops when he go for his rest time. There, The status show light on during his working hours and light off during his rest time. The number of room usage indicates the number of peaks in the light intensity graph. The battery percent gauge is for the warning for the operational excellence department to observe the smartphone usage. As a conclusion, for the objective one, before the layout production line, there is actually either in-house core or kitting for the shaping of the material before the layout production line. After layout production line, they go for curing. For the objective 2, the quality of tools will remain and seeking for improvement with replacement of new tools twice per year after audition was done. The availability hours and cycle time are 9.25 hours and 72 hours respectively. And for the objective 3, the application of using smartphone as light intensity detector and computer as an interface to display dashboard shows the utilization of IoT in CTIM as a product of digitalization embracement. The recommendations are develop sensor not free and Docker dashboard. They are capable to be installed and used for all devices such as Android, Apple, Mac, and Windows, and available on Google Play and App Store. And develop multi-languages, which users can select other languages such as Chinese, Malay, Japanese, and Spanish according to their preference. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Let's bring a brighter, cleaner, and safer, simple and significant for CTIM, and always a pointer, always ahead for you then. Thank you very much.